Hi guys, today on Divas Can Cook, we are making these tender, fluffy, flaky biscuits. Oh my gosh, you guys, these might be my favorite biscuits ever. I am talking about none other than Angel biscuits. Have you had these? Y'all, these yeast biscuits are ridiculous and they're easy to make, so let's go. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is add some warm water into a bowl. I'm gonna add in a little bit of sugar because yeast likes sugar. We gotta feed this yeast. Next, I'm gonna add in some rapid rise instant yeast. Don't get that slow stuff, honey. Get the rapid rise because we don't have all day. We want our biscuits. We're gonna stir this on up like that, and then we're gonna push this aside and we're going to let it proof, okay? Let it rise. Won't take that long, but it's gonna get all nice and fluffy. Meanwhile, let's move on to our dry ingredients. I have some flour in my big bowl, then I'm gonna add a little bit of baking soda, baking powder, and salt. Yes, a lot of leavening in these biscuits is how they get so high like the heavens. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar because I kind of like my biscuits to have a little bit of sweetness, not too much, just a little bit. We're gonna whisk this around and get everything combined, and next comes our butter, cold butter. Add that in, and then I'm gonna add in some butter flavored shortening because that's my boo. I love my butter flavored shortening. We're gonna get this pastry cutter and just kind of, cut that butter and shortening in just until the mixture kind of resembles little crumbs. That way we have everything all combined. That butter is evenly distributed in our flour. Okay, next I'm gonna make a little well right in the center of my bowl, and I'm gonna add in that poofy yeast. Look at it, man, that thing really did puff up. We're gonna add that yeast in there, and then we're gonna add in some buttermilk. Oh yeah, dump that right in the center, kind of mix it up a little bit in the center, and then go ahead and get your little whisk and just not whisk, what is that? Spatula. Get your little spatula and just kind of stir everything up until it begins to form a nice little dough. Okay, and there is my dough right there. So next I'm just going to plop this on out onto a nice floured surface because now I want to bring everything together. You see it's kind of crumbly and flaky. We don't want that. I want this to be nice, soft, and squishy, just like this right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just knead it just like that. I like to kind of fold it over because that way it creates all these little layers in the biscuit. And it's like so good. If you need more flour, go ahead and add it, but don't add it too much, okay? It's good to have the dough a little bit sticky. All right, so there's my dough right there. See, it's kind of sticky a little bit. Perfect dough right there. So that is your cue to go ahead and flatten it out into a 1-inch thick rectangle, okay? Perfect, that looks good. All right, now I'm gonna get my cookie cutter. Where's the cookie cutter at? My cookie cutter is about 2.5 inches. I like this size, it's a good size. So I'm gonna dip it in the flour and then go straight down and then pull it up. I'm not gonna twist it. I'm not gonna pop it or lock it or drop it because if you do, you're gonna end up sealing your biscuits and they're gonna be like so thin and flat, and we want fluffy and thick like a southern girl. Look how nice that looks. Yes, that is perfection. Okay, so that looks great. I think I did about 8 biscuits. You could probably get 10, but I got about 8 of them in there. Okay, go ahead and place them in the pan. I like to give them some room to kind of, blossom and grow, so don't let them touch, okay? Let's space them out a little bit. We're gonna cover them very loosely with some plastic wrap. Then we're gonna place this in a nice, toasty, warm location. I put it in my oven with the pilot light on for 1 hour. After an hour, here they are. They purty. Look at that. They're all fluffy and stuff. Go ahead and remove that plastic wrap. And be very careful here because these are yeasty biscuits, so you don't want to deflate them. They're very, very delicate. All right, so I'm gonna brush these ever so gently with a little bit of heavy whipping cream so that the tops get nice and golden while they are in the oven. Okay, so now we're gonna place these bad boys in the oven. I have it preheated to 400 degrees. I'm gonna bake for about 10 to 12 minutes. I always flip it to broil at the end so I can get nice, brown, beautiful biscuits. And then I'm going to brush them with butter. And I promise, every time I make these biscuits, you guys, I think about that episode on Martin. He's like, my mama biscuits. Remember that episode? I think about it all the time because these biscuits, these gotta be Angel biscuits. They gotta be what he was talking about because yeah, they're like a biscuit and a yeast roll. And that's it, you guys. Look at that. That texture makes the world better. It really does. I promise it does. And look, you can see all the little layers in there, and it's like so fluffy and squishy and soft and butter. Oh my God, y'all. Just make them and let me know what you think because yeah, they the bomb. And that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos. Later.